Hare Krishna. Hey friends, how's everybody doing today? Glad to be back here bringing you a message. Hopefully these are positive, uplifting, helpful to you in some way, or just fun. Something good. I don't know. It's fun for me. I'm enjoying it. This is Rebirth. I did bring Bhagavad Gita today, so I'm going to read the actual verse. And this is from 2:27. 2:27. I am a proponent of Prabhupada's original books. This is the 1972 Macmillan. Highly recommend. I'm not going to read the Sanskrit. Again, it's 2:27. For one who has taken birth, death is certain. And for one who is dead, birth is certain. Therefore, in the unavoidable discharge of your duty, you should not lament. I'm going to read the purport. One has to take birth according to one's activities of life. And after finishing one term of activities, one has to die to take birth for the next. In this way, the cycle of birth and death is revolving, one after the other, without liberation. This cycle of birth and death does not, however, support unnecessary murder, slaughter, and war. But at the same time, violence and war are inevitable factors in human society for keeping law and order. The Battle of Kurukshetra, being the will of the Supreme, was an inevitable event. And to fight for the right, to fight for the right cause is the duty of a Kshatriya. Why should he be afraid or aggrieved at the death of his relatives, since he was discharging his proper duty? He did not deserve to break the law, thereby becoming subjected to the reactions of sinful acts, of which he was so afraid. By avoiding the discharge of his proper duty, he would not be able to stop the death of his relatives, and he would be degraded due to his selection of the wrong path of action. Interesting that that's where Srila Prabhupada took the purport for that. It's not where I saw it going, but anyway, that's what that is. And I brought, oh my gosh, so many oracles. I'm just gonna grab whatever feels right. And then a little bit of tarot. I really like these, so we're doing it again. Oop, that was very fast. I feel like we did this already too. I open my mind and say yes to life. Interesting. The same cards are coming out. Life is inviting you to experience a whole new level of happiness, healing, prosperity, success, and love. Somebody asked me, like, are all these messages positive? Like, this deck, yes. Life loves you. Yeah, of course they are. I mean, my goal is to bring you some positivity, so yeah, my messages. I mean, everybody's doing a different thing. There's a lot of readers out there. Lots of different ways to do it, folks. I say yes to being a better receiver. A whole lot of yes. When you are willing to receive, a gift appears. You're the gift. Thank you to my friends out there who've been tuning in and encouraging me and responding, and I appreciate your feedback and hearing from you how this is hitting. These messages are meant to be for a collective, right? So it could be a little bit different for everybody. It's hitting in a different way for everybody out there listening, and it's meant to be that way. So this again is Nectar of Devotion, And we're reading the qualities of Sri Krishna. We are on number 4, effulgent. The effulgence pervading the universe is considered to be the rays of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The supreme abode of Krishna is always throwing off the effulgence known as Brahmajyoti, and that effulgence is emanating from his body. The luster of the host of jewels fixed on the chest of the Lord can defeat even the luster of the sun. And still, when compared with the bodily luster of the Lord, that crest of jewels appears to be only as bright as one of the stars in the sky. Therefore, the transcendental influence of Krishna is so great that it can defeat anyone. When Krishna was present in the sacrificial arena of his enemy, King Kamsa, the wrestlers present, although appreciating the softness of the body of Sri Krishna, were afraid and perturbed when they thought of engaging with him in battle. Krishna is so amazing. How many? Whoa, we could do this forever, you guys. There's more. It gets to, there's 64 qualities, and then another chapter later, further traits. Let's do this forever. Just kidding. I have no idea what's going to happen here, you guys. This is unfolding according to the will of the Lord. That's my prayer anyways. That is my prayer. I guess it is tarot time. Some of you may be new to tarot, I think. That's the impression I'm getting. And, yeah, I've been doing this for it'll be 6 years this summer. And I just learned from watching tarot on YouTube. Somebody gave me a deck. And I began shuffling and cards just started coming out, and then I just pretty intuitively started reading. And pretty soon, very soon, as I was practicing with my friends, I started having all kinds of supernatural experiences and visits, even unexpected family members coming through. Was not ready for that. So I learned to protect myself, put up walls and boundaries, because you don't want to open up the doorway for just anybody to come peeping in. So before I get on here, I do say my prayers for protection and those strong boundaries. I mean, that's something I do every morning anyway, and I encourage that for everybody, especially all those on a spiritual block, because like I mentioned before, there are oppositional forces out there just trying to throw you off of your path. And you can call it Maya, you can call it the devil, you can call it your shadow. There's just a lot to contend with. So I have found tarot to be a helpful tool to help me contend with all that and learn about how things work and how energy works. And so, just as a little instructional, when I'm pulling some cards out saying this is current energy, and it may resonate differently for everybody, because everybody has a different story, right? Similar things keep coming out. For instance, yesterday a King of Swords came out, and I felt that this was like an authority figure. And so when I say this King of Swords feels like an authority figure, that could be different things for different people. That could be somebody's guru, their spiritual master, in the flesh or in spirit. It could be a father figure, it could be a doctor, it could be some kind of professional, it could be a lawyer, it could be an advisor, a mentor, like so many things. So another thing with tarot is that it's not meant to tell you something you don't already know. If it's your message, it will resonate with you. It'll feel like, oh yeah, that sounds right. That sounds like it's my story. And if it doesn't, it's not your story. Don't try to make it fit. But just keep an open mind. And again, these are meant to be helpful to you in some way. And my intended audience, since this is mostly for my friends, is again for people on the spiritual path. And so their messages for that walk and to help you and uplift you and encourage you and bring messages through. Also, I would like to be a channel to bring messages of encouragement and hope and faith, upliftment for you. That is my intention. Please bless me, pray for me. If you like these, let me know. Share it. Subscribe if you haven't already. So this Six of Wands seems like a theme lately. And this is another common thing with tarot, is that energies tend to kind of stay for a couple days to a week, maybe sometimes. I feel it fluctuates with the movements of the moon and planets and all that. So have you guys noticed any huge shifts in your life since this eclipse last week? Gor Purnima, the full moon. It was a huge portal. To me, things feel totally different. Let me look at these cards. Anyways, like I'm just like telling you all these things. Okay, Six of Wands again is being in the spotlight, being seen. And what I was getting with this the other day is like, you are setting an example, so be a good example. And maybe that sometimes means don't give too much, don't say too much. You know, a lot of times people can't handle too much. Just tell them what they can handle. And also could be even spying, like people spying on you, quietly watching. But it's having some kind of public presence. That could be in your community. That could be whatever that means for you. Maybe in your job. King of Wands here is a masculine energy. It's very powerful, even magical sometimes. His wand can be magic. This guy feels like a worker. He feels like he's it's very solid. Maybe on the defense, like ready to fight. I have this club. Knight of Wands is similar. So this is a little bit more immature energy than the King of Wands. He's got this fire and passion and ideas and drive and a lot of energy with that. So this king is probably containing that also within him. But outwardly he's more controlled because he has that maturity. But under the surface he's got so much. Oh, the Magician. I feel like these are the same people, the same energy. Whoever this successful person in the spotlight is with this giant wand, they're creating. They're very powerful. They have a lot of energy, a lot of ambition, a lot of ideas. And again, this could be you or somebody around you. But I do feel like these are the same energy. Eight of Cups is another one that has been coming out lately. This is walking away from things that don't serve you. Could be chapters closing, ending. Here we have the Emperor out here. So again, this can be a masculine energy, a person in authority. Three of Cups is a community. I feel like this is a head of a community, or it could be a head of a family. And again, it can be spiritual, it can be literally somebody in your physical realm. But I do feel it is walking away from some kind of group or collaboration wherein this masculine energy is present. And when this walking away happens, it's always towards the Nine of Cups. It's always towards, he's just going towards the light here. The Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. So it's leaving the things behind that no longer work. That it feels kind of natural in a way. Something is ending and then it's heading towards happiness, towards the right thing. Which is good. Okay, so I'm going to get a little bit more few more cards out here for advice. And it's meant to be based on that current energy. But again, it may resonate with you in whatever way. Or maybe not. I don't know. Don't mind my squeaky stool. Ooh, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. That's good. Look at that. This is like a new beginning in love or matters of the heart. Ooh, Five of Cups. I'm going to get clarifies for both of these. Let me just start with the Ace of Cups. So this new beginning, this feels like be open, be ready to receive a new beginning when it comes to you. This Four of Cups here, I mean, he's having a new beginning handed to him, but he's like, meh, look at all that. What about those things? So the advice is, okay, look at those things, but also be open to what is coming. And Eight of Pentacles is work, so this, I feel like, has to do with within your work arena. New beginnings may be coming. It may be something that you really love or that you're really passionate about, something that stimulates your heart. And sometimes we overlook new things, especially if it stimulates the heart, because it's scary. It's challenging, and it changes our course in a way. So this came up yesterday, I think, or the day before. It was like, no fear. Don't be afraid of new things, especially if it's hitting you in the heart. Maybe that fear sometimes comes up because this Five of Cups is looking back at the past, at the things that did not work out. Some cups have spilled over, like our efforts have been wasted, our plans didn't come to fruition, and it's easy to look back sometimes at the things that didn't work out, especially if the new thing coming in looks similar. You might go, well, I tried that before, I didn't like it, or it didn't work out, or it hurt. But Five of Cups is saying, don't, if this is advice, don't focus on the past and what didn't work out. With the Hangman here, I'm getting two things with this. One is that this is a stagnant energy. It kind of keeps you stuck, to keep you, to keep looking back like that. But the other thing is, I think it's quite natural from a psychology perspective to look back, because naturally we remember the pain, we remember our experiences, we learn from those, and that's how we do differently in, our new experiences. You just don't want to stay in that space for too long. So take what you can by looking back, take the lessons from that. Don't stay stuck there for too long. Keep things moving. Six of Pentacles is things balancing out. This is karma. This is also like charity. This is how you can move out of this Five of Cups energy. Five of Wands came out here with that as well, which is like conflict. Sometimes internal conflict, but also conflict within, groups, communities. When you put yourself in a position of service to others, you can clear up so much from your own self and just balance things out in your life. I don't want to say it's like punya, like doing pious works so much, but it kind of is. I mean, it's, in a way, it's karmic in that you do something nice for somebody else, you naturally get something nice in return. But from a heart space, it shifts your consciousness completely to focus on somebody else and give to them, and put your awareness in someone else's experience. It's good for you. That is your service, Anyway, everybody has different service, but I do think a lot of our human experience has to do with connecting with humanity, helping each other, elevating each other, praying for each other. That's how we can get out of here, basically. Not everybody's looking to get out of here. Some people want to keep coming back and doing this some more and some more. But whatever your path may be on this day today, may you be peaceful. May you be content. May you be grateful. See what kind of beautiful card is going to pop out of here for Sacred Destiny. Potential. Potential. Volcano at rest. Whoa. Might be kind of dark for you to see, but that is a volcano. Volcanoes erupt in places where the Earth's plates meet and where there are cracks through which lava emerges, either explosively or by flowing more slowly down a cinder cone. Even when a volcano is at rest, there is always the possibility of a huge eruption. There is the potential of great power. There are very few things on this planet more commanding than an erupting volcano. The archetypal personality of a volcano is one of a wild, unpredictable, and formidable energy. The sacred landscape wants you to know. This card appears when you are ready to activate your potential and step into your strength. This is the time to activate those gifts that you've had on the back burner in your life. You have incredible, untapped potential. This is the time to allow it to flow. An inner wellspring of power is emerging. You have a profound spiritual power that is deep within you. Do not doubt your great authority and capabilities. A dormant volcano might indicate that you have uncomfortable emotions that you are repressing or keeping inside, thus creating emotional stress and inner pressure. It can also mean that you are on the verge of a great expansion of energy and life force. Very cool. Okay, that's enough for today. Thank you, friends. I'll see you soon. Hare Krishna.